So Colby will introduce our guests, and so I would like to bring up our Toastmaster. Colby McFadden has been a member of Dana Point Coastmasters since Terry McCann invited him in 2005. He enjoys speaking off the cuff, and we enjoy it too. And he also enjoys finding ways to pass on wisdom from his life experiences. In many ways, he's been a mentor to me in the club, an inspiration and a friend. And please help me welcome Colby McFadden as Toastmaster.
Hey, Colby. Well, it's a special day because we get to honor a great friend, Terry McCann. For those of you who were not honored enough to have his presence in your life, you're going to get a little piece of how special it was for the rest of us today. I'm going to start off with a little joke because Terry was not just a father and a mentor and a leader of companies, but he was also an Olympian. He won the gold medal in the Olympics in 1960, and I didn't know this is actually how it all came about because this is how he got there. See, he was with an Englishman and a Scotsman. So an Englishman and a Scotsman and an Irishman were without tickets for the opening ceremonies of the Summer Olympics, but hoped they would be able to talk their way into the gate. Security was very tight, however, and each of their attempts was met with a stern refusal. While wandering around outside the stadium, the Englishman came upon a construction site, which gave him an idea. Grabbing a length of scaffolding, he presented himself at the gate and said, "Johnson, pole vaulting." And he was admitted in. The Scotsman, overhearing this, started scrounging around in the same construction site. When he came across a sledgehammer, he presented himself at the gate. "McTavish, the hammer." He was entered in. The Irishman, "All right, I can do this." He starts combing around, looking for stuff. After nearly an hour of searching, he comes across a big roll of barbed wire. He says, "That'll work." Walks up to the gate with the barbed wire and says, "O'Sullivan, fencing." Let's introduce, we have quite a few guests. So let's introduce a few of our guests. Let's start here. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
Hi, should I stand?
Sure, if you'd like.
I'm Beverly Wallace, and I'm the Deputy Executive Director at Toastmasters International at the World Headquarters in Rancho Santa Margarita. And I'm honored to be here today.
Great, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
sure. My name is Sally Newell Cohen. I'm the Director of Communications at World Headquarters as well with Beverly, and I'm really thrilled to be here.
All right, thank you. Lucille, and in the perfect seat, for those who don't know, every day that Terry would come to, or every meeting that Terry would come to, he usually wore sweats and flip-flops, and he had one particular seat that everybody knew not to take, which is where Lucille is standing. So we have Lucille McCann with us too. Thank you. Are there any other guests that I missed? Sasha is a guest, right? Okay.
Yeah, good morning, I'm Dan Rex, and I'm fortunate to have worked with Terry.
So today's theme is Be the Change You Want to See in the World, and it's real fitting for who Terry was. Terry was one individual that was able to make a huge change in many different people's lives. One of the things that I remember most is going to his memorial service, the number of people that were there that said, you know, I never really got to know or meet Terry personally, but I knew him through the stories of my coach, or I knew them through the stories of my friend. And it was really a great example of how one person can make such a huge change from 2 or 3 degrees separated, and how those stories and that mentorship really carries through to so many different people and just gets magnified throughout the world. So that's our theme, is Be the Change That You Want to See, in honor of Terry.